Hey guys, welcome to M&M Plants. Long time, but this time I'm back with another famous, renowned plant, I would say, string of pearls. A lot of people love this plant, just the way it looks like pearls. Obviously, that's how we get this name. A very easy to take care plant, and today I will be sharing about few things that you can keep in mind and you can be careful of, and you'll get a lot of flowers in your string of pearls when the right time comes. So let us quickly have a look at this plant and understand how to take care of it. There's a very famous word that I like about with plants, and that is the letter I, and I is ignore. Sometimes you need to just ignore the plant. Don't give it too much attention, don't give it too much love, and that's what they like. For example, if you go to a forest or if you go to a reserve, there are so many trees and plants over there. Like, nobody is actually taking care of every plant and tree over there like a baby, and still they thrive. So what's the reason? Sometimes you just need to leave it to the nature, and the nature will do its magic. There's sunlight, there's air, there's rain, there's everything that nature has. So you don't need to over care for your plants, and sometimes when you do, that will just kill your plant. So with string of pearls, my philosophy is just ignore the plant, let it live its life, don't touch it, don't water it. And once in a while, if you are very concerned about your plant, just take a look, like let's say once in 15 days, maybe once in 3 weeks, just take a look at the plant if it's doing all good, and that's more than enough. But yes, we need to make sure that we keep it in the right location. That's the most important, because if you do that, that will make your life easy. So number one thing is, we have this string of pearls here under this tree. Now this tree will not have leaves when it's winter. Like, for example, it's winter now, so there are no leaves in the tree, and because of which this plant is getting a lot of light. Now, because it's getting a lot of light in winter, there are so many flowers and string of pearls. The good thing is that when we have harsh summers here in Australia, the summers are terrible because it does go to 35, 37, 40 as well sometimes. The tree is full of leaves. Now, because it is full of leaves, this plant will never get direct sun, because this does not need direct sun at all, and it will get very filtered amount of light, which is just the right thing. And in winters, it will get some direct sun, which is perfectly fine because it's anyways cold. So if it gets some sunlight, that's the perfect blend of light that a plant needs. So string of pearl, if you want it to do good, just make sure that it's hanging like this and it's not touching anything, so that it gets that proper airflow and it's getting the right amount of light. Summer, no direct sun at all, just filtered light. Winters, direct sun is perfectly fine, and that will give your plant the right amount of light, and it will help the plant to give you a lot of flowers. Now, watering is also something very important. String of pearls, if it's winter cold at your place, once in a month if it's outside is more than enough. And summers, because it's hot, like the way we have harsh summers in Australia, once in a week is more than enough. Like, give it a good shower, clean the plant once in a week in summer, make sure that the plant has got good amount of water, and your plant will never die. But more than that, it's not needed. I honestly never fertilize string of pearls. I don't think there is any need to fertilize this plant. If you do want to fertilize it, you can fertilize it just before the spring starts, because that's when the plant needs a lot of energy. So the spring is about to start now in Australia, because it's August. So in September the spring starts. So this is the correct time to fertilize your plants, and you can give it some bone meal, or you can also give it some liquid fertilizer like sea salt. That's the best way. But honestly, I don't think that you need to fertilize your string of pearls. They are like cactus, desert plants. You don't need to fertilize them. If you're getting a ready-made plant from your garden center, the nearest garden center, that's perfectly fine. No need to repot it, because repotting string of pearls is very challenging, because you'll break these pearls. They're very delicate. So make sure you get a plant in a way that you don't have to repot, and you can straight away hang it somewhere in your garden. That's the best thing to do. In case you want to repot it, it will take a lot of time, it will take a lot of patience. I don't recommend it. So I would recommend getting a plant that is easy, and you can just put it somewhere where you want to put it, and that way you don't have to go through the hassle of repotting it. In case you want to repot it sometime in future, make sure the soil is well drained. Now, what is the meaning of well drained? Well drained means the soil needs to be very, very, very loose for this plant, which means you can mix a lot of sand, maybe bark, so that the soil is absolutely loose, and it should not be clay, so that when you put the water in the soil, the water should straight away come out just so that the soil is a little moist, and that's it. The water should not stay inside the pot, otherwise this plant is gone. All in all, I would say it is an easy to keep plant because it does not need attention, it does not need too much love, care, anything. So people who want to have plants in their garden but also don't want to care for them, and they are going on holidays and they want plants in their life, where they can just freely go for holidays and they don't have to worry about those plants, this is definitely one of those plants that you can get in your list, in your garden, and you can have it and you'll be happy.